Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Outdoor Medium wall sconce called the Erlenmeyer. This is actually the larger of the two sizes. This is the 37715. The next size down, which is the small, is the 37710. Check that one out too because they are both quite fabulous. This size also is used as an indoor sconce all the time because there are other indoor Erlenmeyer sconces, but there's not one this size, so feel free to use this inside. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Okay, let's get into the size of the fixture itself. 11.2 inches high, and that's going to be overall height from the bottom of the fixture to the top. That's that arm that's kind of arcing over. 5 inches wide and 4.7 inches projection from the wall coming out. The back plate on this is 9.9 inches tall, 5 inches wide. It's going to go over your standard junction box, and a good way to show you that and lots of other details is to look at the installations instructions. If you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you lots of things. It's going to show you a full parts list. It's going to show you schematic drawings of the back plate and the back of the back plate and how it goes on to this fixture, and how the back plate is kind of a box, has little sides and allows the wires to be moved inside it. The other little tidbit is when you are installing against this against your siding or your block you've cut into your siding or whatever you're putting it on, put a little bead of silicone between your building and the back plate. Once you get them together, just kind of a clear silicone bead up the side, over the top, and back down again. It's going to keep water from getting in there during heavy rain, okay? Something you should always do when you have sconces outside. Let's move on to a few other things. Mounting height, the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the middle of the electrical outlet box is 4.9 inches, okay? And I want to talk about more. Well, let's just talk about the glass really quick. So this is a good opportunity for you to see Hubbardton Forge's beautiful glass, all hand blown, incredible. It's the quality of Steuben, if you guys remember Steuben glass from our youth. It was done in upstate New York. I'm not sure who blows this, but it's really beautiful stuff. This is the glass for the smaller one, the 37710. This is the glass for the one we're talking about right now, the 37715. So I just want to have you see them side by side to get a good idea of the scale of these things. Okay, it's just a good opportunity. Okay, moving on, why don't we talk about what's going on inside of this, which is going to be pretty important. It's using a G9 socket. They used to be called G9 halogen sockets way back when because there weren't LEDs available for these sockets, but there are now, lots of them. You can still use a very easy halogen bulb. They come in frosted, they come in clear. There's no reason why you can't use them. If you do want to use a halogen, you're going to be maxing out at a 60 watt halogen because of the heat that this little bulb generates, which is quite a bit. But it throws a tremendous amount of light, and the light is very pretty. So don't be afraid to use a halogen if you want to. But a lot of you are going to want to use an LED. And LEDs for this are going to come in tons of different types. They're going to come as phosphorus ones. Those are the ones that have the orange tabs inside. Sometimes there are orange lines inside. The ones that look like corn cobs are called cob LEDs, and they come frosted, they come clear, they come big, they come small. This is a 60 watt equivalent LED G9, and the G9 part is the little tabby parts in the bottom. This is a 75 watt equivalent, this big guy, which we use all over our showroom. They're very easy to get. We get ours on Amazon. Just put in into the search G9 LED, and up are going to pop tons of different types. The one thing you guys really want to look out for is going to be the color temperature, and that's going to be very important to talk about in every video. 2700 Kelvin is going to be the warmth of a setting sun. That's a super orange yellow light. Way on the other side of that is going to be called daylight. Daylight sounds like it's a really warm light. It's not. That's like an overcast bright day. It's a bluish white light, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. What we like to use in our showroom is called warm white. And warm white is the light that's coming down on my hands right now. These are LEDs right above me. This is 3,000 Kelvin, and that's what we kind of like to use. What we kind of recommend. It's just a good middle of the road thing. It throws a good light. It's a lot like the incandescent bulbs that we all grew up with. The other thing is this is a dimmable fixture, so if you're going to use this inside, I would definitely get a dimmable LED. If you're going to use it outside around a porch, like a back porch, screened-in porch, back deck, someplace like that, where you're going to be hanging out after dinner with your friends, drinking wine, that kind of thing, put it on a dimmer. There's no reason why you can't. Front of the house, I don't think it's really necessary, but those private areas where you're kind of creating private outdoor rooms, definitely want to put it on a dimmer. They only use aircraft grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because Aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture, and they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Cool. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.